life.
It's genius to be able to sign her up, because think of all of the girls and women out there who loved Caitlin Clark, going to continue to follow her in the WNBA.
In a time when everyone was buzzing about Caitlin Clark's big move to Europe, Angel Reese pulled off something remarkable. In a surprising twist, she jumped in and took what many thought was Clark's chance, landing a fantastic deal with a European league. Her decision didn't just shake things up in the WNBA, it also broke records and left fans and analysts in awe. How did she manage this? What does it mean for both players and the league they're leaving behind?
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming. The Maryland transfer has...
This story is all about ambition, rivalry, and different playing styles that have everyone talking. So, let's get into this fascinating tale that's changing the face of basketball as we know it.
It's no one-man show around here. When I go down, the next man is up every single time. Every time I go out or Alexis goes out, everybody always comes and steps up. Samaya came in as a freshman. Everybody from the big Jasmine Carson, are you telling me?
And before we move on, if you're enjoying the in-depth looks and want to keep up with all the updates, don't forget to like this video, share it with your buddies, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Angel Reese's choice to head to Europe was not simply about money or fame, it was a well-thought-out decision. Many people expected Caitlin Clark to be the one making such a move, especially after her standout college career and the attention she received from various European teams.
Unrivaled League needs Caitlin Clark, and they are preparing to offer her a massive deal. But in
a surprising turn, it was Reese who signed the contract, leaving fans puzzled. So why did she decide this? One possible reason could be the chance to grow her brand on an international level, showing her exciting style of basketball to a European crowd that is eager for the energy she brings.
Well, right now, it all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game.
But it's important to understand that this transfer means more than just changing teams. Reese's move to Europe is also about reshaping perceptions. For a long time, it seemed like Caitlin Clark was the clear favorite for becoming the next big star overseas. By taking this step first, Reese has not only challenged that assumption, but has also made a strong statement about her importance in women's basketball worldwide. Now, everyone is curious to see how she will perform on a fresh stage.
Once again, it is the first game for both teams. Dallas only one exhibition game. Chicago played two. They crushed New York. She's sitting with Chicago. She can be herself. Reese knocks over Segrist.
This decision didn't just surprise Clark's fans. It also prompted WNBA analysts to reconsider their predictions. If Reese does well in Europe, it could change how people think about what it takes to be a top player. Her move opens up discussions about the future of the WNBA and whether more American stars might look to Europe for new opportunities.
Themselves, a small part, actually respects the perceived value they have in themselves. Key word, perceived. There is a huge difference in perceived value and actual value. Unless you are in a position to determine your own value, your value,
Once Reese gets to Europe, it's anticipated she will really hit the ground running. Right from the start, she should start raising the bar for herself. In her first few games, she is expected to make the news, breaking records that have stood for a long time, many of which are likely held by American players who used to rule the European leagues. Her average points per game is also expected to shoot up, and her defensive stats should leave fans in awe, people who think they have seen it all before. Reese's debut in Europe is anticipated to be more than just a game. It is expected to send a clear message. She is going there to win and to set records that others will find hard to break.
There is a huge difference in perceived value and actual value. Unless you are in a position to determine your own value, it's usually determined by someone else.
What will be truly impressive is how quickly she'll adjust to the fast-paced and skillful European style of play. This will show everyone that Reese isn't just a powerhouse in the WNBA, she will be versatile and more than ready to make a name for herself wherever she plays.
Angel Reese has had a fairly impressive rookie season, but there's still a lot of room for improvement in her game, especially in her ability to finish around the basket. Fans are seriously questioning her basketball fundamentals as
Fans will notice her talent, and social media will likely light up with conversations about her and Clark. Who will have the better career? Who is really changing the game? The debate is expected to grow intense, and with Reese's successful start, it will just keep building.
Another rookie we need to talk about who is making history and making waves, and that is the Angel Reese, okay?
But it won't only be about her stats. For Reese, moving to Europe will be about breaking down barriers for women athletes everywhere. Her transition will show how global basketball has become, and her success will open up new doors for other WNBA players to consider options beyond the WNBA. What might once have seemed like a risky decision will now be seen as a smart move, setting a new standard for what it means to be a basketball star on the world stage.
Maybe that's why they were looking at that hoop.
Yeah, exactly.
Something's wrong with it.
Carter back iron.
She missed.
Offensive board, Angel Reese, and there's your second chance points, Elise. Umake, not once, not twice. Chicago with the rebound.
And
These players are gassed right now. Here's Reese inside against Jewel Lloyd, and she flips it up and in.
As Angel Reese made headlines with her time in Europe, Caitlin Clark's name remained a constant part of the conversation. Given her impressive track record in college basketball and the WNBA, it was no surprise that fans began comparing the two players. Online debates erupted, with supporters from both sides arguing about who was better. The rivalry that started in college now felt even more exciting as it took center stage on an international level.
Box office, she is a star, and Angel Reese is to be completely believed that there's no hate, they both get along, they're cool with each other, they're high-end competitors, etc., etc.
Even though Clark hadn't played in Europe yet, the attention on Reese put extra pressure on her. For Clark, it wasn't just about playing catch-up, it was about proving she was still the top star in women's basketball. There were even rumors that she was in talks with different European teams, making her decision a big topic of conversation. Fans were ready for an epic showdown, and everyone could feel the anticipation in the air. This competition goes beyond just who plays the best, it's also about who gets the most attention. Reese may have made the first move, but Clark's upcoming decision could turn the tide. Every game, every play, and every choice will be closely watched, as fans are eager to see who will become the true face of the next generation of women's basketball.
Little extra to give your team energy. Reese gets swallowed up by Cardoso, gives a little stare afterwards, and her teammates like the fire. Than we saw in the first half, both on the offensive and defensive ends.
As news is set to break about Angel Reese's amazing success in Europe, the WNBA will face an important question. What will this mean for their league? It's not unusual for a star player to head overseas, but Reese's choice feels different. This won't just be a short trip. It seems poised to make a bold point about the league's present situation and its future. WNBA officials may quickly start looking into how they can improve financial offers for their players and whether they can keep their top stars without matching overseas salaries.
Evans, quick drive, couldn't get the roll. More contact in the paint as Reese hits the deck again. And now they're going to review the last sequence.
That's going to be a little extra.
Yeah.
I think Alyssa Thomas.
Reese's anticipated move is likely to spark a lot of talk among fans and sports journalists. Will this mark the start of a wave where more top players leave the WNBA for Europe? How might this affect the league's future and its ability to compete internationally? Some may see Reese's decision as a sign that the WNBA needs to change and grow, while others could worry it might lead to a drop in the league's popularity. If the WNBA wants to stay at the top, they will have to act swiftly. league is expected to respond quickly. Talks about new financial packages and bonuses to keep their best players at home could begin soon. Still, Reese's anticipated success in Europe will likely highlight that the basketball world is changing and the WNBA may need to reconsider its approach to stay relevant in this fast-evolving game. Fans truly are the heart of any sport, and when Angel Reese decided to move to Europe, it didn't just create differing opinions, it set off a lively debate. Social media was buzzing, with Reese's supporters cheering for her boldness and dreams, while fans of Caitlin Clark questioned if Reese's move was just for show. The conversations were passionate, loaded with emotions, and seemed to go on forever. Some people saw Reese as a pioneer taking women's basketball to exciting new places, while others stayed loyal to the WNBA, arguing that real success can only be shown in the home league.
They've been super supportive since I got here. Being able to come to a big city like Chicago and leaving Baton Rouge was hard for me, but being welcomed by Chicago and all the amazing fans here has been amazing. Being able to see our ticket sales going up, being able to see the jersey sell.
This mix of reactions showcases how much people care about both Reese and Clark. They've turned into more than just players, they symbolize different styles in the game. Reese's journey in Europe is all about exploring new horizons and setting records overseas, while Clark holds strong to the roots of American basketball. This difference only adds to the rivalry, and as fans, we can just sit back and watch the story unfold.
CBS and available now on CBSSports.com and the CBS Sports app. Your score, 88-83. Both teams sitting in the bonus. The Fever have 2 timeouts, 2 full timeouts. The Sky have 1 timeout. You also see...
For the basketball community, Reese's move means much more than just personal success. It's about what's next for the sport itself. Fans have a front row seat to a potential new era, where basketball breaks free from borders and rivalries grow on a global scale. As Angel Reese continues her journey in Europe, many are left wondering what's Caitlin Clark's next move. Will she jump ship and take on Europe like Reese, or stick around in the WNBA to prove that her way of playing is the future? The truth is, it's hard to predict what will happen, and the excitement just keeps building. Each choice they make could have a big impact not only on their careers but also on the world of women's basketball.
Sure. And Clark with another rebound, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, and Dana Evans is forced to stop the clock with 18 points.
If Clark decides to go to Europe, it would be a huge statement. It would show that the best players in women's basketball see Europe as a place where they can reach great heights, just like in the WNBA. But if she stays in the WNBA, it would mean she's loyal to the league and ready to challenge Reese, showing that she believes the top level of the sport is still in America. Right now, Reese has the advantage, but we all know Clark won't stay quiet forever. With every game, the tension rises, and their rivalry keeps getting more exciting. This unfolding story has no definitive ending, and that's what makes it so fascinating. The competition between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark has gone beyond just simple rivalry. It is now a grand saga, a struggle for legacy, and a journey to redefine what it truly means to be the best in women's basketball. Reese's daring decision to play in Europe has stretched boundaries and achieved new records, yet this tale remains far from finished. What Clark will do next is critical, and the whole basketball world is eagerly watching.
In a 2-game span, the Fever have now won 3 in a row. The teams face off Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ESPN. Look.
Ultimately, it is not only about who wins more games or sets more records. It is about who can capture the hearts of fans, who can change the game, and who can leave a significant mark. Both Reese and Clark are helping to shape the future of women's basketball, and their adventure has merely begun.
Here's Martin. Clark, again coming off the screens. Clark steps back, fires. You bet!
Times when you just can't avoid talking about length, hand in her face, drains it anyway.
Thank you for traveling with us on this exciting journey. If you found this story enjoyable and wish to keep up with the latest developments, please give a like, share this video, and subscribe to our channel.